in collective knowledge!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, trees and non-binaries. It's I, Adam of the Hostile Atmosphere, coming back with something a little different, some Magic gameplay of something I've grown to love and appreciate since I started playing the game many years ago in university with the other friends here on the Hostile Atmosphere. I've been playing Blue X decks to annoy everyone to the best of my ability, and nothing is more annoying than the control archetype, with many huge bannings in Standard. The effect that they've wreaked on the format is still there to be felt, and it's meant that the draw-go style of control decks are back up for grabs. Topping off some of the meta tier lists is this version of blue-white control. Without Teferi in it, we have to ask ourselves, what does control look like? It gives us options and access to other counterspells again, and locks sorceries back into our own turn. All fair and reasonable things, and it's an archetype I've loved for as long as I've played Magic, and I'm glad to see it have come back to prominence. With Teferi gone, like I said, Counterspells are back with a form of 3 copies of Absorb, classic bread and butter hard counter and gaining life against some of the aggressive decks out there like Adventures, Mono Red and Mono Green. Dovin's Veto always being able to be a hard negate, and Whirlwind Denial for that. Its base is like a convolute counter spell unless the control pays 4, or it could be something that just destroys a heavy stacked stack against an adventurous opponent. I've had it be pretty useful in both modes, and I've been very happy with it in all my testing. Birth of Meletis is an enchantment to guarantee our land drops, Oath of Omen of the Sea to fix our early draws, and with the Sun to stem the bleeding and create some chumpers. Brazen Borrower will always be good. Shadow of the Sky to tidy away a very advanced board state, and Elspeth Conquers Death being the toolbox tempo swing towards the mid to late game. Our threats, as you've noticed with so many enchantments, we're running Yorion in the main deck slot, not as a companion. We don't want to dilute our deck to be 80 cards in the main deck. We are just going to keep him as a 4/5/5 in the main deck to flicker our enchantments, possibly give our other creatures vigilance, and a very large flying threat that can swing in for unexpected kills there, and unexpected kills can be coming from cycling a Shark Typhoon. I love this card from the moment I saw it, and I love the next card even more, Dream Trawler. Just an immense control finisher. Grants self hexproof, gains you life, draws you cards, flies over. What more could you want? Fairly cut and dry blue-white mana base with a number of castles of both white and blue flavors to fix our draws and give us more chumpers, or to be a consistent way to double and triple our clock if we can just keep making Emma Watson tokens here. A little bit of main deck graveyard hate. In our sideboard we've got further graveyard hate to stop Urrows coming back, Devout Decrees against your mono red decks and various black shells, Ether Gust being one of the best sideboard cards ever printed, as is Mystical Dispute there in some number, Essence Scatter for hairy creature decks, Archon to stem the bleeding against heavy aggression, another Elspeth Conquers Death for when we want to get a very specific target, specifically good against Sultai, because all of their threats are CMC 3 or greater except for Hydro Crisis, but that's what the main deck Glass Caskets are for, and another Shark Typhoon for another threat. I had some pretty interesting games against a very spicy deck that I will put in this video, and you'll see more of me playing blue-white control until the release of Zendikar right here on the Hostile Atmosphere, but let's get to it. Here for game 1, blue-white control and standard. I'd love a second blue source. Oh no, wait, we got a second blue source. Yeah, we'd love some action, otherwise this hand's exemplary. Temple. Bottom. Need stuff to do. There's a thing to do. It's not ideal, but we shall see. Mardu. Mardu playing slowly. Murderous Rider to no value, interesting. Go. Fate will break for either a red or a white. God, ever since they banned Teferi, this format's been absolute... Ah, of course. It's very spicy, no thank you. They're just doing this to gain a life at this point. Ooh. Ooh. Resolves. Fizzles. Omen. Top. Omen. Top. Yorion. Look at 2 omens. Mardu Winota. No big deal. This is a very nice version. They're playing a really cool version. Also.
There are so many mysteries to uncover. I have just the trick for this.
Lovely. Go. No, thank you.
With thoughtfulness before action.
Take a basket. We've already got a Shasser in hand, and the threats aren't really going to be more than just a single trip that I'm going to let slide every now and then. Remorse me. Just get the shark on board. If they Murderous Rider it, they Murderous Rider it. Deal with me, and deal with my friend here. I love this card so much. The best out is a second extinction event. This man is heroic. How to deal with large dragon? How to deal with large dragon, indeed. Yep, I'll take 5 and go to 29. Or lose Narset. Actually losing... Wow, yeah, seems correct. 3/3 Shark. Just to diversify threats. Yep. I'll pay 3 life. The deck is sweet. The deck is sweet. Alright, game 2 against Mardu Kalia Winota. Their threats are big enough for this. They're base red, they're base red-black. Do I want Archons? I think we need another threat. They're creature-based. I don't think I need Archons. They're not graveyard specific enough. Try this. Yeah, as long as we make the castle turn 1, we're fine. Agonizing Remorsement. Yep. I'm gonna take one of these two. They might take the Chatter actually. Interesting. God, I missed Teferi. Whoa. I think they missed one. Oh no, they didn't. Jesus me, why? In with this crack team. The trouble with their game plan was they did a lot of stuff to try to disrupt me without advancing their own board, advancing their own game plan. Which has left them susceptible to me just living my best life. 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're exactly dead. I doubt they boarded in and disfigure.